quick here. It's gonna look kind of funky, but I'm trying to. All right. All right. What's up, guys? Sorry I'm a couple minutes late here. It was giving me a hard time logging in. Let's see. James, son of David, what's going on? Catherine, hello. Sheldy81, thank you so much. I'm about to hit 20K. It's awesome. Jared said he's fairly new here. Don't hear much beverages. Heineken 00 helped me get through the first couple of months. What do you think about them? Yeah, I've done a video about that, Jared. If they work for you, that's great. I've tried using them, and they're too triggering for me. I actually, if you go back, Jared, and look through my old videos, it's not that far back, and you'll find a video where I talked all about that and how in the past I had quit drinking and was utilizing those as a way to stay sober. And what ended up happening with me is I started pouring the non-alcoholic beverage out and then filling it up with beer. And I would walk around my house having those on me all the time, and I was drinking. So it's just you know how it is, how we'll find any kind of loophole to get through with what we want to do, and that's what I was doing with them. But once again, if they work for you, that's great. Bobby Boom said, LD, what do you think is the best method for prevention? Bobby Boom, that's a good question. I think one of the most important things, like I talked about in the video the other day, is staying as busy as you possibly can. And that doesn't necessarily mean doing, a lot of physical labor types of things, but just keeping your mind as busy as possible, whether that be reading books or maybe listen to podcasts or whatever it is that you need to do. But I just think keeping our mind busy so that we don't resort back to thinking about it. And congratulations on your sobriety. Michelle, what's up, Michelle Urban? Good to see you. Taxi Farmer, hello. Not your year. Help from Illinois. Let me know what, oh, hello. I gotcha. I was about to say, what can I do to help? Julie, hello. Amy Luz, what's going on? And Judith Nicholas. I don't know what you had to say there. You retracted it. Bieta, what's going on? Teresa, what's up? Kobe Recluse, what's going on, mate? Watching from Perth, West Australia. Awesome. David Tucker from Charleston, South Carolina. What's up, neighbor? A fellow South Carolinian here. What's up, Judith Nicholas? Shifty Eyes Shady, what's up? Orchard Lover. What's going on? Thank you so much for loving the channel. Not your year. How am I feeling today? I'm doing okay. I'm just really tired today. I don't have the back and the stomach pain that I did yesterday, so that's a positive. Oh, Teresa, homebody, what's up? Shifty Eyes said, I just came from an AA meeting. That's awesome. Ron's mom, am I feeling any better? Yeah, I'm feeling better today. I'm just still really tired, but nothing like I was feeling like yesterday with the back and the stomach pain. So thank you for asking. Karen, hello. Happy Sunday to you too. Hamster, what's up? Mel, good afternoon. Greetings from Toronto. That's so awesome. We got people all around the world here today. What's up, Teresa Valenzuela? What's up, Baby Reg? I'm sure you've answered this already, but I hope you're feeling better today. Yep, I am feeling better. Thank you. Kobe Recluse, I don't know about ferritin levels. I'm sorry. Aunt GJ, thank you so much. What's up, Regina? Nita from Cincinnati, Ohio, what's up? Taxi Farmer, what's up? Stephanie, 3 months alcohol free. That is so awesome. How you doing today? Ohio. Rob Sharp, Rob from the UK, what's going on? Stefan S, what's up? I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. Teresa said I'm saving lives. Thank you so much. Tara Crow. Hi, have you also stopped smoking? Yeah, I stopped smoking when I stopped drinking. Miranda from Nantucket Island. Awesome. What's up, Sherry C? Shifty Ass says, I'm about to go hit up an NA meeting. I'm picking up guys from Sober House and taking them. That's so awesome. Linda White, what's going on? Shifty Eyes Shady said, doing service. That's awesome. Jim from Massachusetts, what's going on? Amy Lou said, are you bringing your lovely wife on again? Yeah, I'll bring her on next week. I would have brought her on today, but I was doing the live, so. Howhound from Raleigh, North Carolina. Howhound, I used to live right around that area. I used to live in Sanford, North Carolina. Morgan Cow, greetings from the UK. Hope everyone here as well. Thank you so much, Morgan Cow. Shifty Out Shady said, by AA Hospital, #1 Blaisdell. Fubar, I gotcha. G-Bone, what's up? Happy Sunday to you too. Silliman, I like that you talk about fatigue. I feel like people who never had AUD or liver problems don't get how bad it is sometimes. Yeah, Silliman, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, it's the fatigue is something else. And the thing about it is too is it's not like it's every single day. It's just some days you wake up and you feel great, and then some days it's just horrible. I mean, it's like you can't even get out of the bed. Craig, what's up, man? I see you changed your username. I'm feeling better. Did you have to get a new account? Gwyneth, I'm from the UK. 20 weeks free today. That's so awesome, Gwyneth. Congratulations on 20 weeks. Kemakari said, hey, LD, good to see you. Good to see you too, Kim. Haley from Scotland, what's up? Robert William, hi, LD, have you talked to Slayer? Yes, I just talked to Slayer earlier today. He's doing good. I didn't talk to him. He just sent me a text message that we just texted real quick, but that's it. But he's doing good. Jeff Marica? Jeff Merica, I got you. LD, hope you're feeling better. Hello from Chico, California. Oh, wow, you're from Chico. That's cool. What's up, Jeff? I had a hard time there with your last name for a second, and then I figured it out. It's America. Denise said, are you feeling better today? You look better than yesterday. Yes, Denise, I'm feeling much better. Still dealing with the fatigue, but I'm not as bad as I was yesterday. Thank you so much. Morgan Cow said, 43 days since I quit weed. There's a return to it, and or alcohol, cigarettes only comes from irrationality, loneliness. So worth it being sober. I'd urge anyone to get sober. Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations on 43 days. Not your year, said the amount of marketing by the beer liquor industry is overwhelming. Was this a challenge to you while starting your sobriety journey? Yeah, it really was. It was a really big challenge because when I first got sober, I spent a lot of time laying in the bed, because I was dealing with a lot of fatigue during that period of time. And, I was really sick, and I laid in the bed just watching TV, and the amount of alcohol ads that I watched during that period of time was ridiculous. So yes, it was. Kig, 35-year-old guy from Gresham, Oregon, who also has cirrhosis. I'm so sorry to hear that, Kig. 35 years old, man. I'm so sorry. But thank you for being here. Luis, hi LD, good to see you. Good to see you too, Luis. Judith said there's a short out by Slayer. Oh, okay, I got you. A short new vid. Yeah, I saw you just put up a new video today. Yep. You sure did, Craig. Kevin said, hi LD, I've been struggling lately. I'm sorry, Kevin. What have you been struggling with, my friend? Kig said, love hearing how booze also messed us up. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Mona, what's up? Good to see you today. Yeah, Kig. Do me a favor and in the video tomorrow, if you could do me a favor and share your email address with me, that would be awesome. That way I could get in touch with you. C Mojo Rising, what's up? I'm doing much better today. Thank you so much, David. What's going on? Happy Sunday. Yeah, C Mojo Rising, I'm doing better today. Still just pretty tired, but I'm all right. Drew, what's up from the UK? Thank you, Kig. Yeah, this morning, I slept in this morning really late. And I'm usually the type of person who's up like 6, 7 every morning. And my wife came in there this morning at like 10:30 to check on me, and I was still just sleeping really hard. I didn't wake up till really late today. It was a really late morning for me, and my wife actually called my mother-in-law this morning and told her that she was worried that we might have to go to Charleston to go to the hospital because when I get like this, it's usually not good. But I got up out of the bed today. Thank you, Mona. Hamster, 22 days without drinking. That is so awesome. Congratulations, Hamster. Aaron McKnight, hi, LD. I hope all is well, too. In 7 days, thank you for all your videos. I'm still praying for you, brother. Thank you so much, Aaron. I think you're saying you have 7. You're saying you have 7 days of sobriety. I'm sorry, I'm not understanding that all that well. Rager, what's up, man? I hope you're doing all right today. Gwyneth said it's late here in the UK, so it's time for me to go to bed. I'm sorry, Gwyneth. I know it's tough with all the different time zones around the world, but I hope that you sleep well tonight. Thank you for being here. Morgan Cow said, so nice to see everyone empower each other. I'm going for a stroll. Peace. See you later, Morgan Cow. Thank you so much for being here. Aaron McKnight. Well, congratulations, Aaron, on 7 days sober. Danny C. 38 with cirrhosis here too. The biggest change I've had to make besides not drinking, obviously, is my diet. Yeah, Danny. I'm so sorry. You're 38 with cirrhosis, my friend. That's so young. I was just a few years older than you. I was 4 years older than you when I found out. But yeah, the diet thing is huge. And the thing about it too is that with cirrhosis and changing your diet. I've noticed this because I've known I've had cirrhosis. I don't know how long you've known you've had cirrhosis, but it's been almost 3 years for me at this point now, and I can really tell a huge difference. If I've really stuck to my diet and I've been eating really healthy and taking my vitamins and all that stuff, I can notice a huge difference on what my energy levels are like, how fatigued I am, how bad that I feel. Fresh fruits and veggies, man, they really do help out a lot. Make sure you're getting enough water. Teresa said, good to see you, LD. Hello, everyone. Love this community. Greetings from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Thank you so much, Teresa. Kevin said, LD, I've been struggling with wanting to get back on the wagon. I want to stop, but sometimes it's hard for me to get started again. I understand, Kevin. I really, truly do. And I hope that you can get back on the wagon, my friend. Drew R said, do you go for long walks? I do. I walk a lot around my property. I'm afraid to go anywhere really far and go for long walks, but I do go for walks around here. I got a really long driveway I can walk on, and I've got a bunch of trails in my woods. So I try just to stay as close to my house as I can, but yeah, I do. Hope Taylor said, hey, LD fam, God bless. PCB, Florida, praying for a smooth couple days for you and your healing. Thank you so much, Hope, and thank you for being here. C Mojo said, remember you did do all that work on the trails the other day. Yeah, I did. I did. Thank you for bringing that up, C Mojo Rising. I've done too much work this week. I think it's what got me. Mark Ivic. I'm sorry, I probably didn't pronounce that right. Mark Ivicic. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Thank you so much, my friend. Mark said, LD, my dude, nice to see you. Hope you are feeling better. Continue prayers for you and your mom. Love you, brother. I love you too, Mark. Thank you so much, my friend. I cannot get that thing. There we go. Thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate that. And continue prayers for you too, my friend. Amy Lou said, just curious, what kind of exercise have you incorporated in your life since all the health problems? Really just walking. I don't do any kind of weightlifting or anything like that. One thing I do a lot of is a lot of gardening kind of things. A lot of like planting plants or watering plants and stuff like that, which I consider exercise. But it's a big part of my routine. Yard work, just things around the farm. Thank you, Teresa. Rupert Willis said, have a good one. All the best. Thank you, Rupert. You as well. Nita said, my ex-husband has been in the ICU for 5 weeks. As of tomorrow, he had delirium tremens. Nita, I am so sorry to hear that. It's one of the reasons why I say all the time on here, guys, to make sure that you speak with the doctor first before you go to quit. Because that is part of what can happen is the delirium tremens. I'm so sorry, Nita. I'll be praying for your husband, and I hope that if you don't mind sharing your husband's like first name with me so that I can pray for him. If you don't want to, I completely understand. But if you don't mind sharing that with me, Nita, I would love to pray for him. And anybody else here in the community, if you share that with us, I'm sure that there'll be a lot of people that would love to pray for him. I really do hope he gets better here soon. Shifty Eyes Shady said, today is day 227, no alcohol. Congratulations, Shifty Eyes, on 227 days. That's so awesome. Aaron McKnight said, 2 months and 7 days sober. My fault. Gotcha. 2 months and 7 days. Congratulations, Aaron. That's so awesome. Matthew Warren said, what kind of back pain do you have with pancreatitis? Matthew, it's horrible. It feels like it's so hard to explain, but it really feels like you just like somebody hit you in the back, or like you really did something, like lifted something up, like basically just like you hurt your back really bad, but like really, really, really bad. The pain's so bad that like you cannot get comfortable. It's horrible. Shifty is always talking to somebody else. Gwyneth said, thank you, LD. Love your daily videos, but rest if you have to. Night now. Good night, Gwyneth. Oh, thank you so much, Mona. I really appreciate that, Mona. Thank you. Big hugs back to you. Ron's mom, casting you to my TV. That's a first for me. I was worried about you yesterday. Thank you so much for your concern, Ron's mom. I'm doing okay today, but that's so cool that you cast it to the television. Danny said, absolutely staying hydrated is so good for me personally. That's so awesome, Danny. Tom said, LD, I've fallen off the wagon, but I ain't quitting your content. If anyone can assist me, you can. Thank you so much. Tom, I'm so sorry to hear that, but thank you so much for continuing to be here. I really appreciate that. And I hope that by you continue to hang around and watch the videos that you can hop right back on that wagon. And I love your mentality, my friend. You're not giving up, and you're not letting this bring you down. You're going to keep trying, and that's all that we can do. Shifty Eyes, walking is a great way to stay in shape. It is. Nita, okay. Stephanie said, having a lot of loneliness being sober for some reason, but definitely healthier still. That is one of the things about this, Stephanie, and I know what you mean. We lose a lot of our friends when we first get sober, especially if our friends were our drinking buddies. But the one thing about it is that I'm sure that you're going to make some new friends here soon. That's one of the things, by going to like groups, you can meet up with some other like-minded sober people like you. Kevin said, LD, one thing I struggle with is that I never thought my drinking would ever have consequences in my life. It took a long time, and one day I was just slammed with consequences. It feels a bit hopeless. Yeah. Kevin, that's a good way to put it, and I know exactly what you mean, because the same thing happened with me, my friend. Aaron said, Tom's okay, I'll get talking to somebody else. Nat, struggling but not giving up. Thanks for all you do. Your channel is so helpful. I'm so sorry you're struggling, Nat, but thank you so much for being here, my friend. Heather, LD, I have esophageal varices with portal hypertension and just wondering how you deal with not letting it consume your mind because I constantly am fearful of a rupture even though they said it's low. Heather, that's a good question. And I get asked stuff like this a lot. You know, this would be one of those things that you know, I'm gonna have to talk about this with my wife next week when I bring her on because it's not funny that you say this, but my wife was just talking about this just the other day. Um, because I don't let it consume me. I try my best not to even think about it, um, and just go about living my life. You know, I know it's easier said than done, but I just push it to the back of my mind because you know I know at some point it's going to happen again, but I just keep living and don't let it ruin my day. I hope that helps. I'm sorry you have varices and portal hypertension and stuff like that. And did your doctor put you on a beta blocker by any chance, Heather? And what did they do for you, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what have they done to prevent you from having varices burst and to reduce your hypertension? Have they talked to you about TIPS procedure or anything like that? Amy Lou's, good job. That's the hardest part for me is to do my walks every day because I'm so fatigued. I know. Shifty Eyes said, I'm so lucky I didn't have a stroke while detoxing. Hellhound said, question, be heard you talk about veins on your face many times. I can't see them in the videos. How long have you had these in your diagnosis? I don't know if these will pick up or not. They're right here on this side of my face. I don't know if you can see them right there. But they're all on the side of my face, and I can't see. And I've got them really bad right here on my nose as well. But yes, I have the veins on my face really bad. It probably just doesn't pick up very well because of the camera. But I had those veins on my face probably 3-4 years before my diagnosis. Kevin said, LD, did you ever struggle with really bad depression when you quit? I did. I really did. Heather, I've been sober for a while, but just have anxiety too. I know what you mean, Heather. Just give it a little bit. I think it'll start to go away. It took a little bit for that to go away for me. Stephanie Zytius. Hey, off topic, but have you ever thought about showing off your cooking skills? Maybe a video of it. I remember you saying you were a chef for a long time. Stephanie Zytius. I hope that's right. If you go back and look through some of my older videos, I actually used to do cooking videos at the beginning of this channel. It's just a lot of work to do them, and it didn't seem like people were very interested in watching them. And I felt like I was taken away from doing sober videos when I would do those. Uh, I would do them again, and I've talked about doing them. I thought about just doing them and talking about sobriety stuff, just kind of changing it up how I do the videos as a film. But I've been saying that I'm going to do one, and I plan on doing one this week. As a matter of fact, I promise I'm going to do one this week. And like I said, I'm going to talk about sobriety stuff as I cook, so it's not just a cooking video. And maybe I can give some people some ideas on some cooking stuff while I'm doing it too. LER Erica here. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you, Erica. Hamster, the forest in a lot of your videos is so nice looking. Thank you so much, Hamster. Yeah, we have a really nice piece of property here. It took us over 20 years to find this place. Ben said, "Hey man, thanks for the videos. They help." Thank you so much, Ben. Thank you for being here. Aaron McKnight said, "LD, I hope you can find a doctor that will take your case, and your family deserve it." Thank you, Aaron. I hope so too. Kig said, "Abdominal pain is wicked also." Yeah, the abdominal pain is no joke, especially with the pancreatitis. And when your liver's not doing right, it's horrible. Unsubscribe. Thank you so much. Judith Nikolai said, "Congrats to everyone here holding on to sobriety. You're all a wonderful model for all of us." Thank you, Judith. Matthew said, "I'm ashamed to say, but I have fallen off the wagon, but I've noticed I've had a weird itch all over my body. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably 3, but I've heard I guess you're saying that you can get itchy liver having liver problems." Yes, liver problems and itchy skin go together hand in hand. And no, I mean it's not that big of a deal if you've fallen off the wagon. No reason to be ashamed. It's just part of it, my friend. 99% of us relapse. It's just part of the journey. But if you're having really itchy skin like that, I don't know if you've had any blood work done, but you might want to have that done if you're having really bad problems with itchy skin. It's because our livers aren't working properly and we can't filter stuff out properly. Amanda said, "Oh, literally, I've had like 2 seconds to come in and say hi." Oh, Amanda, that's no problem. Thank you for hopping in and saying hey, though. Elevate Agent said, "Hey, brother, man, I'm pulling for you. You really are helping me stay straight, man. You're a really great dude. Proud of you." Thank you so much, Elevate. I appreciate that. I'm proud of you too, my friend, and congratulations. Shades of Clarity, what's up, man? How you feeling today? I didn't know you had a live going. I'm doing okay, brother. Yeah, I've talked about the live this week, and I talked about it in yesterday's video. But glad you're here, man. I'm doing okay. Mona said, "I'm not an album was born." I don't understand. She must be talking to somebody else. Sober friends are great. Rab Halifax, feeling better today? I am. Still down with the fatigue, but I'm not having the stomach and the back pain today. Shay said, my work computer crapped out today, and I had to buy another. Oh, man, I'm sorry, Shades. Gotcha, Mona. Could not understand what you were saying. Not an alcoholic. Stephanie said, "Thank you for asking." Gotcha. Yep, Craig, it is. The itching is very common. Tom said, "Thanks for your kind words, LD. I'm casting you on my TV here." Oh, that's cool, Tom. Thank you so much. Sabrina, what's going on? Matt said, "Do you worry about your children having a predisposition to alcoholism?" Matt, is one of my biggest fears in this world. I speak to my children about drinking every single day. Kalen789, struggling with going to work in a couple hours, day one again. Suffering fatigue and the toilet issue. I work in the food industry. Don't know how you did it, working and not calling out. Yeah, Kaylin, it's difficult. And, the restaurant industry is one of those things, you hit the door running. As soon as you go in and clock in, it's like from that moment, it just doesn't stop. And I don't know how you guys do it now. The restaurant industry has changed a lot since I was in it. I haven't been in the restaurant industry now for about 4 years. And since COVID and all that stuff, the restaurant industry has lost a lot of employees, and every restaurant struggling to keep people on board. Staffing is a huge issue now. I still have a lot of friends that are in the restaurant industry, and I listen to them talk about it all the time. I don't know how you guys continue to do it, especially with the staffing issues. And I know what you mean. struggling to go to work, um, the fatigue and everything, and the toilet issues. It's your job and all that stuff, and I'm not gonna tell you what to do with that. I will say that the most important thing, I think, is the most important thing right now is your sobriety, and you gotta make the decision on what's gonna be best for you. But thank you for sharing that, Kaylin. What's up, Laura? Taking care of business said I was diagnosed, 38 now, with cirrhosis, wound up in the ER with withdrawal, almost died in a coma for 5 days in the ICU for 2 months. It's bad. Man, I'm sorry, taking care of business. That's a really sad story. And you're in a coma in the ICU for 2 months. Man, I'm sorry. I hope you're doing better now. How long ago was that taking care of business that you got out of the hospital? I am. Hey, LD, did you ever have issues with HE? Yes, I have had encephalopathy before, and it was pretty bad. I had to take Xifaxan and lactulose for a long time because of that. Shades said I was going to do a video today, but my computer crapped out. I'm sorry, Shades. I hope you get your computer back running, man, so you can get another video up. I watched a video that you did, was it yesterday or the day before? You were sitting on the railroad tracks. Tom said, Slayer, if you were on here, man, I'm with you, bro, heart and soul. Oh, that's so nice of you, Tom. Matt Benson said, what's your brother think about all of this? He probably had an idea that this was going to happen to me because of the amount of drinking that I was doing. So I don't know. I don't talk to my brother a whole lot. His schedule's really wacky, and he's out of town all the time. My brother's a nurse. He actually worked for the Veterans Hospital. He works at the VA. So if he's not at work, he's out of town on vacation. I just don't see him that much anymore. Taking care of business said, doctor estimated my liver at 17 to 24 meld. You would think that they would do a little bit more than estimate what your meld is, taking care of business. And I'm not trying to sound like a smart, you know what? I'm just saying they had if you were in the hospital, they should have had all your numbers. They could have given you a solid meld score. Did they give you your numbers when you left the hospital taking care of business? Because if they gave you a sheet, a printout, you can figure out your meld. You can get online and just Google a meld calculator, and you can enter those numbers right into that meld calculator. It's not hard at all to do. I got you, Shades. I went 80, hardcore healthy eating, 0, anything potentially harmful to my liver. I got you, taking care of business. Let me know if they gave you your numbers, taking care of business, your lab results. I got you, Sabrina. Yeah, it's just because of the pics. This isn't a very good camera on here. I'm using my tablet to do this live today. It's the easiest thing to use. Okay, Amy Luz, you have a great day. Thank you so much. Heather said they put me on a beta blocker and they said to decrease salt and no ibuprofen. Oh yeah, definitely do not take ibuprofen. Ibuprofen can cause stomach bleeding. That's one of the first things they told me as well. Is I can't take that anymore, which was really upsetting because ibuprofen was one of those things that worked for me so well, especially for pain. And the salt thing, Heather, is a huge one. 1,000 milligrams or less per day. And that's really going to help prevent you from getting ascites. And that's going to help too with that portal hypertension. I don't know what they told you milligram wise as far as salt, but that's a huge one right there. Um, and that's one of those things that was like in the very beginning was really difficult for me was the salt reduction because I put salt on all of my food, and now I do not like salt at all. Because it's been almost 3 years I've eaten that way, and I do not eat anything salty anymore. It grosses me out. Mona said, my cheeks aren't red today. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you, Mona. I didn't even realize that. They are usually red, too. Might be because of all the sleep I've gotten here lately. Absolutely, Heather. Brianna CC said, what's a beta blocker? A beta blocker works on, I think it like blocks our adrenaline or something like that in our body. But it basically just reduces our blood pressure, brings our blood pressure down. I know it does something too with blocking adrenaline. Miko said, oh my goodness, it's not a cooking class. Yeah, Miko, there's a lot of people here, though, that would like to see some ideas on liver healthy food and some of the stuff that I eat. Linda said, are you working now, LD? No, Linda, boohoo, I'm not working. I was working up until the second time that I got hospitalized in October of 2022. But after I got out of the hospital that time, I haven't worked since. Jane said, have you asked any of these doctors recently if a liver transplant is possible now? No, Jane, I have not talked to them about it yet. Taking care of business at 55 pounds on the water pills and 2 months lost. Wow. Yeah, the one thing about those water pills, though, is, man, they make you pee so much. Miko said for a special encouragement is Oki. I don't understand what you mean there, Miko, for a special encouragement. D House, ever had heart issues? No, I have not had any heart issues, my friend. David said he takes a beta blocker for blood pressure. Yeah, they give it to you for portal hypertension. Matthew said, what Black Rifle coffee do you drink? I love the Tacta Squatch. I like a really dark roasted coffee, and that's my favorite one, Matthew. I love it. Jersey girl, what's up? So glad to see you too. Thank you for being here today. Yeah, taking care of business. You're right. They are extremely helpful. Linda Boohoo said, watching from England. Much love. Much love for you too. Thank you for being here. One said, I'd be curious to see you when you're 260 pounds. If you go to my Instagram page, the link is in the description. I've got some pictures of me up on there when I used to be big. LER said, I really enjoyed your cooking videos a lot. Look forward to another one. Thank you, LER. Micro, what's up, Micro? Hey, I'll just stopped in to say hi. Hope you're feeling better, LD. Just joined in, not sure. Just joined, not sure you mentioned it. Micro, I'm feeling better today. I'm just dealing with a little bit of fatigue, but I'm doing much better. Thank you so much, and thank you for hopping on to say hey. It's so good to see you. Ted, keep up the good work. Thank you, Ted. Nate, what's going on? So good to see you too. Much love from New York City. I haven't seen you in a while, Nate. It's so good to see you, my friend. I think the last time I saw you was when I got sick the last time. It's been a while. It's so good to see you. I got you, Miko. It's okay, my friend. I appreciate it. Jenny Cop. I quit for a while and always go back. I know what you mean, Janine. Zwallalulu. Hey, LD. Hope you're feeling better today. Thank you, Zwalla. I hope that's Zwalla. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, I'm so sorry. Sweeney Todd, good evening. How are you doing? A lot better, I hope. Love your videos and lots of love your way. Thank you so much, Sweeney Todd. I am doing better today. Just dealing with some fatigue, but other than that, I'm all right. I hope you are doing well today, too. Jeff Merica said, I'm sorry I keep pronouncing that Merica like that, but how many times do you think you relapsed after you're 3 years sober? Uh, 100. Like, I'm not kidding. Um, I quit a bunch of times, and would like I said, I would get to a week and then I'd go back to drinking again. I probably quit drinking once every couple months, and I did that either like once every other month or once every month. I quit a lot, but it'd be like 2, 3 days and I'd relapse, or it'd be a week and I'd relapse. It was a lot of times. Thank you so much, Miko. I appreciate that. Sabrina said, I am here from Canada, loving the channel. Thank you, Sabrina. Pete Lockhart. Hi, LD, long time viewer here. I just wanted to thank you for your help and inspiration that provide us all with every single day. You have no idea just how many lives you've changed. That's so nice of you to say, Pete. Thank you. Heather said, from being around the rooms, anyone who relapsed, the best message from my standpoint is don't let it linger and try to safely get back on the wagon. Taking care of business said, my wife watched me drop in the bathroom, brushing my teeth after shaking breakfast, broken the toilet, porcelain falling like a tree. 4 seizures in an hour, ICU for 4 days, 9, 10 days in the hospital, back in. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, man. And, that's like I was saying, it's one of those reasons why checking with the doctor before getting sober is so important. Because seizures are, something that can happen. Yeah. I'm glad that you did survive, my friend. Luis said, I'm going to hop off. It's late here. Glad you're feeling a bit better. Thank you so much, Luis. Kevin, LD, did your family have a history of alcohol use? No one in my family has this problem except me. I'm not sure why I ended up this way. Like my parents didn't really drink that much, but yes, I've like all of my grandparents basically, not my grandmother that's still alive, but I only have one grandparent alive now. And that's a long story why I even do, which is just a long story. Um, but yes, have many, many, many family members that had alcohol problems. Just my parents weren't big drinkers. My crew said it's a super hot day in Florida. Trying to stay cool out here. I'm sorry, my crew. Shade said the weather is really nice in North Carolina today. Yeah, it's nice here too. It's just kind of warm out there. Where are we at? Uh-oh. Thank you so much, Nate. Whoa, Nate. Thank you so much, my friend. Nate said, go LD, so good to see you. Recovery is a gift. New York City to South Carolina, LD. Thank you so much, Nate. Wow. Nate hooked me up with $100 super thanks. That's so nice of you, my friend. Laura said, just saw Slayer's video from today. He's looking, yeah, he is. He's looking a lot better. Denise, LD, on your first video, you said you were kicked out of your house. Was it because you're drinking? Keep wondering because it sounds like you have a good relationship with him now. I don't, Denise. I don't know what you're talking about. Was it when I was a younger? Because I was kicked out when I was a kid when I lived with my parents. Um, there was a lot going on back in those days. Yeah, I was mixed up in a lot of stuff. I was basically doing everything I could to get intoxicated, including drinking. I was doing all kinds of different things, and I was just a mess. David said, got up to 70 degrees here in North New York today. Wow. Shade said, the train just went by. I missed the shot. Would have been a great, nice intro. I was going the other way this time. Thanks, LD. Dang, Shades, I'm sorry. Thank you again, Nate. It's so good to see you again, my friend. Trey sold. I'm in the medical field and I keep seeing younger and younger people with alcoholic liver problems in general. Hoping everyone keeps improving their journey. I'm here for the community. Trey, thank you so much for being here, and I really appreciate you saying that. And that's one of my video ideas actually for this week. I just read an article just the other day speaking on that about how there's so many young people ending up with liver disease now. It's crazy. People in their 20s, I mean, it's so sad. And thank you so much for being here for the community. I'll see you later, Laura. Thank you so much. You have a great day today, and thank you. Primo Stoker, 154 days sober. That is awesome. Congratulations. Ron's mom said, casting you to the TV feels like you're sitting right here in my living room. Are you still seeking another opinion? That's so cool. I am seeking another opinion. I've got a referral to another hospital right now. I'm just waiting on them to contact me so that we can schedule my next appointment. And thank you, guys. Thank you, Shays. Thank you, Money. That was very generous. Jersey Girl said, hey, everyone. Too many friends to count. LOL. I love you all. That is so cool. Thank you, Jersey Girl. It's crazy, isn't it, Jersey Girl? This time a year ago, well, actually a little bit more. I'd say back in like January, February of last year, channel was so much smaller. Taking Care of Business said they estimated my MELD score between 17 and 24. Yeah, Taking Care of Business. Once again, did they not give you your numbers? I don't understand why they were estimating your MELD score. They could give you a MELD. And you could calculate that if you have your blood work numbers. Tom, hey Shades. Oh, he's talking to Shades. Joanne, hi LD. I am late. Hope you're feeling better today. Thank you, Joanne. I am feeling better today. Sharp Canines, 14 years sober, checking in. Congratulations, Sharp Canines. That is so awesome. 14 years. Wow. Trey sold. The hardest part is to get a doctor to get you your INR. Make sure you request that. It's not a standard CMP. I don't know what that means. Hamster, I never had full withdrawals. I'm just really bad hangovers. I'm honestly still trying to figure out if I've had an issue and should just stay away from alcohol altogether. I would just stay away from alcohol altogether, Hamster, really. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Falling from the Sky said, hey, LD, just got lab results as well. Oh, sweet, Falling from the Sky. Yeah, take your numbers and plug them into a MELD calculator. I hope that everything looked okay on your numbers. Peggy Hartwig said, did you make amends or how do friendships be repaired? I think you mentioned some friends might have distanced themselves. Peggy, there are some friendships that there's just no repairing. And there are some people that have done more than just distance themselves. Like we just don't even speak anymore. I lost a lot of friends because of my addiction and I've accepted that. Some of those people, I don't think if I tried to call them to make amends would even answer the phone, and that's just being completely honest. I hurt a lot of people when I was in addiction. Um, have I tried to go out and make those amends with those people? Yeah, I have, and yeah, I haven't been able to get in contact with them. And all I can do is I can try. BM said, "Does liver disease cause low white blood cell count?" BM, I don't. I think that's when you have splenic issues that the white blood cell count is, but splenic issues come with liver disease because they're basically all connected. And when you're having like portal hypertension, I think is what it causes the splenic issues. I'm not exactly sure. I know I've had 2 splenic embolisms done at this point, and I know it's very common to have splenic issues as well. Kevin said, "LD, did you have anyone stop talking to you because of how you were when you were?" Oh, absolutely, Kevin. I have people that don't talk to me at all. At all. David said, "LD, did you ever take tramadol for pain relief? It's a mild opiate, but I take it and it works pretty well for me." In the very beginning, yes, David. I've taken tramadol. Uh, it did work pretty well. It made me really sleepy. I begged my GI doctor for something for the pain because when I first got ascites, I've talked about this, but I've broken my ribs so many times that when I started to develop ascites, it was pushing on my ribs. And I already have a lot of pain in my ribs from all the broken ribs to begin with. And he put me on the tramadol because I was hurting so bad in that area, but he was like, "I'm only going to give you one script." And that's the only time I've ever been on it. But I'm glad that it's helping you out. THC doesn't help you with pain, nausea. Matt, I don't know if you're talking to me or I don't use THC. John S. Any travel or camping plans with the boys? I don't know, John S. I was gonna try to do something this weekend with my kids, but I started feeling sick, so I couldn't. I'm hoping to get outside with them soon, hopefully next weekend, but we'll see. Rager said beta blockers mostly reduce heart rate, which can also lower BP. It blocks your beta receptors and can block your heart's response to adrenaline. Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying that, Rager. Tom said, Shades, I completely got your comment on the Sober Strong podcast. I think it's called She's a Good Person Doing Great Work. But yeah, I heard you. I'm going to have to go look. What video is that on, Tom, if you don't mind me asking? I want to go see that now. Sarah Francisco, hi from Eastern Oregon. Sending love and strength to all of you. Thank you, Sarah, and thank you for being here. Got you taking care of business. Let me know what it is after you get your blood work. Trace hold. Beta blocker, yeah, will drop the heart rate and decrease the workload and therefore the blood pressure, best way I can put it. Thank you. Me said 60 days yesterday. Appreciate your videos. Congratulations on 60 days, me. Emma said, does anyone know why LD wants a third opinion for his TIPS procedure? Will he die without it? I would fear if 2 doctors already said no, but I don't know the whole story. Emma, I don't need a TIPS procedure. I've already had 2 TIPS procedures. The first one was a failure. The second one worked out in June of 2023. It's not, I have a blockage in my TIPS. So I have a complete blockage or a total occlusion in my portal vein or inside of the actual TIPS. I'm not trying to get one placed. What I'm trying to get them to do is to go in there and break that blood clot out. I've already had this done twice. They've gone in there and broke the blood clot out twice already, and it clogged back up again. Yeah, yes. If this doesn't get taken care of, it will eventually take my life. I've had two doctors say no, because um, they said that it's really risky. I'm hoping that I can find a doctor that's willing to go ahead and go in there and break it open. If I don't get this fixed soon, I'm going to start to develop ascites again, and I do not want to deal with that. The thing is, the doctors see it as, a risk versus, whatever, and they don't want to do it, because they're worried that I'll end up getting an infection or something like that. Uh, but my original doctor said, let's wait until he starts to have symptoms and then we'll do something about it. I don't want to let that happen. I want to be proactive and take care of it before the symptoms develop. Emmett said, what do you do for seasonal allergies? I don't do anything. I just deal with it. Thrive Not Sink said, hey LD, appreciate the work you're doing. Good to see you. Good to see you too, my friend. Thank you so much. Jeff Hero said, have you had a fiber scan? And what is your KPA score? I have had a fiber scan, and I don't know what the KPA score is. I'm sorry. They just did the fiber scan to make sure that I did indeed have cirrhosis, and they did a biopsy as well. Marius said, have you ever had acid reflux regularly? Oh, yeah. When I used to drink, I had it every day. I ate Tums like they were candy. Cacao Farmer, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Deb said, some brave doctor will take your case, trust and believe, and you'll be here for a long time. Thank you so much, Deb. Brianna, CC, how much weight did you lose and how? Brianna, I lost 100 and at one point I lost 130 pounds. I just got sick. I started losing weight in the beginning, and I guess it was because of my diabetes. But I had diabetes and I got really sick. I couldn't eat anymore. It wasn't on purpose. It just my health. I just lost a lot of weight. Sheila, hey LD, glad you're feeling better. Prayers, my friend. Thank you so much, Sheila. Mona said, I bet a lot was fluid retention, LD. I don't know what you're referring to, Mona. I'm sorry. I've had so many different conversations with people on here. Cacao said, so glad I got to catch the live stream. I am too. Thank you, my friend. Stephanie said, oh, my neighbor just came home from receiving a liver transplant. It's so amazing. His alcohol use with the cause, but he's been sober a long time. Of course, while he's on the transplant list. That's so awesome. Shades, I haven't seen Slayer yet. Jackie Daytona, I think LD giving as such a well-rounded channel with all issues we face is so refreshing and deserves all the credit. Oh, thank you so much, Jackie. That's so nice of you to say. Kevin said, LD, do you think a lot of the problems we cause while drinking can eventually be fixed if we get sober? Or do you think sometimes we just have to live with what we did? I think a lot of it can be fixed, Kevin, but sometimes, though, unfortunately, I think sometimes we have to live with it. I think most people will forgive us, especially if they see that we're really working on trying to turn ourselves around. Scott Stone, been lurking, watching your videos the last week or two. Just want to say I admire your incredible bravery and humility. I appreciate your selflessness, dude. Well, thank you so much, Scott Stone, and I really appreciate you being here, my friend. It's so nice to meet you. And don't lurk. You can please talk. I'd love to chat with you more, my friend. Jackie Daytona said these are issues we talk about in the rooms. It is very real, and to have a channel with such a good man is very helpful to me others. Oh, thank you so much, Jackie. Cacao Farmer said, after the whole discussion about halts, I realized my current job is causing 3 of those halts. So I'm going to bite the bullet and get a new job back in. Wow, Cacao Farmer, that is so awesome, my friend. And I'm so glad to hear that, man. You're following what your heart desires, man. That's so good. Wow. I'm proud of you, Cacao Farmer. That's awesome to hear, man. Good for you. Sabrina said, every time you quit drinking, did you get withdrawal? Oh, absolutely, yeah. Mark Beal, hello. Any updates on processing and scheduling your second appointment and on the opinion on the hospital visit? Best of luck. Mark, I've already had my second opinion. They said no. But thank you so much, my friend. Percolator, hello, D. It's April 27th, and I hope you're having a great day so far. Really appreciate your channel. Percolator, thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you being here, and I'm having a great day. Thank you. Kim Marsh said, prayed for you last night. Glad you're feeling better. I've got 8 months and I'm dealing with the health fallout. Good to see you. Good to watch your cautionary tales. God bless you. Kim, congratulations on 8 months. And I'm so sorry that you're dealing with the health fallout. I hope things get better for you really soon, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Miguel Ortez, hello LD. Have you had issues with your kidneys by any chance? Miguel, no, I haven't had any problems with my kidneys. I do think that they started to shut down on me at one point when I was in the hospital, but they're working fine now. Graham Parker, hi LD. Hope you're feeling better today. I'm 52 and fit and healthy. I've decided to give drink a rest, perhaps for good. 13 days in, when I drink is perhaps around 20 bottles of bud a week. Well, Graham, congratulations on getting sober, my friend. If you're 52 and healthy, I would go ahead and just forget about it. Do yourself a favor and just stay sober. 13 days in, you're almost at 2 weeks. Just keep going. I promise you that you are doing yourself the best thing that you can, like the best gift you can give your body is just to get off of it. I'm really proud of you for giving it up. Shade said it's okay to talk. Had a good message about going cold turkey before starting a new job. I can't imagine that. I was going to make a video about him and Sober Start. Good videos. I have not watched it. It's okay to talk's last video. I'm about to check it out. Anything on the Discord? No, Mona. That was. I'm just. Nothing's happening with that right now. No. Jeffrey said just bought some of that muscle milk protein shake. Give it a try. You'll like it, Jeffrey. You will. Scratch Master, it's hard to give up, brother. I'm 29. Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. It's not easy. Especially at 29, too. I'm sure that you probably have a lot of friends that are still out partying. That makes it difficult, especially when all of your friends drink and whenever you guys do anything, you're drinking, you're kind of isolated. Heath, tomorrow makes 90 days sober for me. Thank you for your videos. Congratulations, Heath. That's so awesome. 90 days. Easy Zone. Hi from Missouri. Hi from South Carolina, Easy Zone. Jeff Schultz. LD, my wife says she's leaving me if I took another sip of booze, and it frightens me because I don't want to lose the person, but I also respect if she is unable to be with another potential relapse. Jeff, I completely understand what you're saying here, my friend. I'd tell you not to drink again, but that's one of those things. we're addicted. We have addiction problems. I would just try my best not to drink again. But I understand where she's coming from too. Uh, my wife told me the same thing. I'm really sorry, my friend, but I know you can do this, Jeff. I know you can stay sober, my friend. I know you can do it. We're not even going to think about the other thing. We're not going to even think about a potential relapse because you're not going to relapse and you're going to stay sober. I know you will. I have all my faith in you, my friend. Cacao Farmer said, still in my early days of sobriety, I am definitely on path to beat my last record. Yes, as you can guess, I'm watching your live stream from my tropical greenhouse surrounded by plants. That's so awesome, Cacao Farmer. I'm really happy for you, man. Beauty Professional for Life said, you randomly popped up on my YouTube feed, and I've been watching to see your progress. I have hope you will receive more treatments. Did you say you are on a transplant list? I am not on a transplant list, but thank you so much, my friend. Um, it's a long story. I'm not gonna get into it right this minute, but I'll have to make a video and talk about that here soon. Taking care of business. I am on my way to being 46 years old. Mona, I am 45. I'll be 46 in October. Pete Lockhart said, 1 year sober now. Thanks to you, LD. Me and my family owe you everything. Pete, I just talked about this the other day, but I really appreciate you saying that, but it's all you, my friend. You did all the hard work. I just made videos. I wasn't the one laying there in the bed at, 3 o'clock in the morning with the night sweats. I wasn't the one getting off work, driving by the gas station, and had to use every bit of will that I had to just keep driving past there. You did all the hard work, my friend. I really appreciate you saying that, but you really did do all the hard work. Graham Parker, also, I'll say you're an inspiration to us all who struggle with alcohol. You help so many, and you are a top man. Keep the videos coming. Graham, that's so nice of you, my friend. Thank you so much. Oh, Tom, thank you so much for the super thanks. I hope I don't have a bunch of super thanks sitting here waiting on me that I've not. Let me scroll up and see if. Oh, I do. Thank you so much, Shades. I'm about to go in here and like these super thanks, guys, really quick. Thank you so much, Shades of Clarity. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Linda, thank you so much for the super thanks. I need to make sure that I'm getting to you guys. Linda said, thanks for all you do for us, LD. God bless you. God bless you too, Linda. Thank you so much. Here's Nate. You did not have to do that again. Wow, my friend. That is so nice of you, Nate. Nate said, I have finally faced my darkest demons and made the decision to turn to rehab for another substance, cocaine, but that was just a tool. My most fundamental addiction was to my own self-destruction and self-humiliation. I see that now. It's painful, but ready to heal. Nate, I am so glad to hear that you have finally realized what's been getting to you and what's causing this. That's so awesome. And thank you so much again, Nate. I really appreciate that, my friend. That's so nice of you. And I am so behind on these comments. Wow. Thank you so much for the super thanks, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I'm about to have to scroll through and try to catch up here. Shade said, I have a year after coming up after a short relapse. That's awesome, Shades. Congratulations. Cacao Farm talking. Thelma said, hi, everyone. LD, I wish my late sister who died from alcoholism would have watched your videos. I know it would have helped her. Love from South Africa. I'm so sorry that you lost your sister, Thelma. But thank you so much, my friend. Jeannie, as Dawn said, I've been a month sober 3 different times recently after seeing your videos. Wanted to drink again today. I don't sleep well, and that's the only thing that helps. I'm sorry to hear that, Genesis Dawn. But keep trying. I know you've got this. Kevin said, LD, one of the things that keeps me going back is that feeling of peace and comfort that I get from alcohol. Is it possible to feel peaceful and happy in life without it? Kevin, it absolutely is. And, one of the things I've found that really helps to get that feeling of peace, um, is, to get outside or do something, just do as much as you can in a day until you just wear yourself out. And after you've taken a nice shower and gotten cleaned back up, and you finally get to like sit down for the day after you've done all that. I mean, you get that really calm feeling. I find that wearing myself out works just as well as drinking a couple beers. I got you, Scratch Master. I'm sorry to hear that. So said, hope you're feeling better, man. Thank you so much. I am. Sharp canines, guys. I pet sit in the worst drug addicted neighborhood in Canada. That reminds me of the eventual horror that awaits us. I'm sorry, sharp canines. Kig said my situation is similar to LD. Lots of pain, lots of hospital stays, INR tests every other day. Actually lost my life in July due to booze. Died for 5 minutes. Couldn't walk till October. I am so sorry, Kig. Hey, but the thing is that you fought and you're still here, and that's saying something, Kig. You haven't given up, and you didn't give up when things got that serious. You keep hanging in there, my friend. There's something lying there. There's something waiting on you, and there's a reason you're here. Taking care of business said, I don't have the INR to plug into a meld calculator. It's missing from paperwork because my first liver doctor appointment was April 2nd. I got you, taking care of business. Hopefully you'll get that number here soon. I don't know if maybe if you could ask your doctor what that is so that you could plug it. And your bilirubin is still high. Yeah. Are you dealing with jaundice? Oh, that's so cool. I did not know that the green heart was for liver awareness, Mona. And here I am, almost 3 years of knowing I've got cirrhosis, and I didn't know that. Thank you so much, Mona. Cacao farmer off to work, going to be thinking about halt all day. It's the best weapon I have now against cravings from work situations. Thanks for all the chats we've had. Well, Cacao Farmer, have a great day at work, and it's always a pleasure speaking to you, my friend. And I'm really proud of you, man. I'm really proud of you for figuring out that, that the work is causing that, and you got to move on because your life means more than your job. Hi 2071 said, any experience with naltrexone? I don't personally have any experience with naltrexone, but if you scroll through my videos, I've done a video on naltrexone. One of the subscribers is on it, and there's a bunch of subscribers actually who use it, and they've had really good luck with it. Jersey Girl said, hope we can all do this trip this year. Yeah, Jersey Girl, we're just going to see what's going on with my health. What happened last time, that was going to happen. As a matter of fact, I had reservations up in the mountains and everything, and then I ended up in the hospital. Lizzie said, high LD, ST, and ALT are normal. In fact, low side of normal, GTT, PT, and INR are normal. Yet I have borderline enlarged spleen, gallbladder, and sludge, and mild hepatic steatosis. Yet liver test normal. I'm sorry to hear that, Lizzie. I think the gallbladder can go back down a little bit. I've got the enlarged spleen as well. Carolyn said, I used to watch this lawyer who I liked on YouTube who wrecked his career with drugs and alcohol and got sentenced for his issues, but will not take responsibility and makes excuses. Then it's not good. Keg, do me a favor. Like I said, give me your email address tomorrow's video in the comments, and I'll get in touch with you, my friend. Good evening, Kent. Sharp Can, said I've been on SSRIs for 27 years and they really help. I plan to never get off of them. Prozac helps with chronic low level lifelong depression. Hey, if they work for you, then that's awesome. I wouldn't get off of them. Taking care of business. LD, you had a tips done, right? Why won't they perform another? Once the tips is placed, that's it. It's there and it can't come out. That's the one thing. The unfortunate thing about a tips is that once it's placed, it's in there. The problem is, like I said, is I got a clot in there, and I've got a lot of problems with clotting. I've been dealing with this since I first got diagnosed. I just need them to break that clot open. I'm trying to figure out if I'm having genetic blood clotting issues. I just found out not too long ago that I've a bunch of people in my family who have like a genetic blood clotting issue, and I'm about to find out if I do as well. Taking care of business. Do I have any other medical issues? Yeah, a lot more. A big long list. Chronic pancreatitis, enlarged spleen. I've had 2 splenic. What do they call it? Where they cut off the blood supply. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Now I'm type 1 diabetes. I got a bunch of stuff. Window. Is it true you can drink for years? All health tests are fine, and then it all comes crashing down fast? I don't know about that window. I mean, I guess maybe that could be true, but I don't know. John said, LD, if you don't get that broken up, is it going to cause very bad ascites and they aren't going to have a drain and biopsy again? And is that a mess? And it is a mess. Yeah, John, if they don't get that clot broken up soon, I will start to deal with the ascites and everything again. I don't want to go through that. Taking care of business. Thank you for saying that, my friend. Taking care of business said ascites is the worst complication of cirrhosis. I've said that I don't know how many times on this channel. And for those of you who've been here for a long time can attest to what I'm saying. I've said that ascites is the worst part of this more times than I can count. It really, truly is. It makes everything horrible. And not to mention the embarrassment of going out. If you want to go anywhere and you look like you're 9 months pregnant, it's can't eat. Just like taking care of business said, you can barely eat anything, constantly tired, can't breathe, you can barely move, you're always out of breath, you can't expand your lungs as much as you need to. It's horrible. And that's what I've tried to explain to these doctors, that I do not want to get the ascites again. My life is like, I can't do anything when I have it. Kevin said, LD, what advice do you have for someone serious about stopping alcohol now? What can I do to ensure I won't relapse? I can stop for 1 to 2 months, but can't seem to get past that. What am I doing wrong? Kevin, the first thing I would say is, take a look at the people that are around you. Are you hanging out with people that are drinking? Are you conversing with people that are drinking? If your friend group are all drinkers and you're constantly listening to people talk about drinking and telling stories about going out to the bar and stuff like that, it's going to make things really difficult. And I think that's one of the first places we got to start is looking at the people that surround us. Shireen Marshall said, love your channel. Love New Zealand. Thank you so much, Shireen. Kig, coffee and beef. Coffee is great for the liver. Brianna CC, thank you for answering. Absolutely. Genesis Dawn, talking to somebody else. Oh, wow. Taking care of business. That's not good. Chris G Music said, LD, do you ever feel like giving up? Sometimes. I'm a human being. I get thoughts just like anybody else does. And sometimes, yeah, I think about us throwing in the towel and saying, forget all of this. But I just let that, my mind move past that. I mean, I get depressed thoughts. I get really bad thoughts sometimes. I think about things that if I told you guys every thought that went through my head, I'd blow you all's mind. I, some of the stuff that goes through my head is just crazy. But yes, I've thought about giving up. Um, I got my wife and my kids, and I don't know. I just got a lot to live for, and I just know that's not an option. BM said, did you ever experience SIBO? I don't know what that is, BM. If you don't mind breaking down the acronym for me. Ben Kern said, I totally understand what you mean about driving with anxiety. I used to have a couple drinks just drive. Yeah. Thank you, Ben, for sharing that with me. Yeah, I used to get the worst anxiety when I drove. Cacao Farmer said, I'm so glad LD and most subscribers are pro coffee. Oh, absolutely. Shinsky said, damn, you do not look 45. Yeah, I hear that all the time. I'm 45 years old. You are not kidding, Mona. Coffee is life. Chickens don't surf. So good to see you today. Thank you for being here. Jeff said, a follow-up to my last question about FibroScan. A KPA score measures your liver stiffness. Oh yeah, I don't remember what that score was, Jeff. I was in the hospital when that happened, and I was extremely ill. I don't remember what they told me what the stiffness of my liver was. I just remember them doing it, and they just wanted to ensure that I really did have cirrhosis, like make sure, because what they told me is that by looking at an MRI or a CAT scan, that they can't know for sure. So they did the fiber scan, like I said, a biopsy to make sure, but I don't remember what that is, what the stiffness was. Absolutely, Ron. You are so welcome. Thank you. I know Blue said, I'm happy I caught you. You are so soothing to me. I can sleep to your voice. My husband died of AUD, and I'm just so happy for you. I know, Blue. Thank you so much for saying that. And I am so sorry that your husband passed. May he rest in peace. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. Miss SJ said, how do you advise someone who only drinks at night when your stories are about... I don't know. Whatever. Kevin, these live streams are better than an AA meeting for me. Thank you, Kevin. Bobby Boom. Liver, can you talk about night sweats from withdrawal? I know everyone is different, but even on a short binge, I get the worst 2-day hangovers, and that's what keeps me trying to stay sober. The night sweats, I used to get them all the time. As a matter of fact, I still get them time to time. But yes, they're horrible. I would have to get up in the middle of the night and change my clothes, 2-3 times in a night because the night sweats would be so bad. Window 9226 said, "Hi LD, I don't understand why they would not want to correct it now before it gets worse for you. Why? Because they're worried about the risk. They said that there's a really high risk of me getting an infection from doing that procedure, and they don't want to do it." Kent said, "Hi LD, sad day, I lost a friend today." I'm sorry, Kent. Taking care of business. Can LD do dialysis while I'm waiting on that? I don't have problems with my kidneys. No one said anything about doing dialysis, taking care of business. I don't have any kidney issues right now. Tom said LD, well, it was just an interaction with the podcaster and Shades. RE delirium tremens, I believe. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, I was having a hard time getting the context of what you're saying, Tom. Now I understand. Shout out Backcountry. Absolutely, Kevin. Kevin, whatever works for you, my friend. If watching the videos and coming to the lives is what works for you, then that's what works for you. And that's all that matters, Kevin. That's one thing that really frustrates me when people get this idea in their head that there is only a one-way route to sobriety, and that just really ticks me off because there's not. It's what works for that person. If AA works for somebody, that's great, and that's what they should do. And if it doesn't work for the next person, then that's fine too. There's not a one-way street to sobriety. Everybody's different. It's just like we're all different. Emery said, "How many years were you heavily drinking?" Over 20. Anton, hi from England. You're so inspiring. I've done 1 year sober on Friday. Oh, wow, Anton, 1 year. Congratulations, my friend. And thank you for being here. Let me see how far behind I am right now. Oh, wow. I've got a super thanks here I've missed. Thank you so much, Rachel. Rachel said, "Hey LD, happy Sunday. Great to catch you on a live today. Recovery is a full-time job with no days off. Godspeed, brother." You are absolutely right. Oh, I got some more super thanks here. Forget this earlier. Every little bit could be helpful. Thank you so much, Kim. I really appreciate this. Oh, forgot this earlier. Kim Marsh, thank you so much for the super thanks, my friend. I really appreciate that. And I just saw another one too. Let me go find this. I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. I'm trying to find where I was at. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of lost here. I think I've got it. Let's see. Nate, Kevin, yes, too smart. Were great for me. Go for an in-person meeting if you can do it. Makes a huge difference. We have great ones here in New York City. I've never heard of Smart before, or maybe I have. See you later, Cacao Farmer. LERCLD, I'm praying for this third. I think I read that already. Rachel, hey LD, happy Sunday. How are you, mate? I am doing good. Thank you so much. See you later, Shades. You go enjoy your Chinese food. Man, that sounds good. I have not had Chinese food in a long time. Taking care of business, diet-wise, what are you eating? I've made videos on that, taking care of business, about my diet. That I don't have time to share that right now on the live. I'll have to chat with you on another day about all that because that'll take too much time out of the live. David Brezak, hey LD, your channel is the most powerful on the internet. I'm 37 days sober now, the first time I've gone more than 2 weeks in almost 5 years. Listen, thank you so much, David, for being here, and congratulations, my friend. 2 weeks, that's awesome. Taking care of business, by the way, just scroll through my videos, my friend. I've made a whole bunch of videos about diet, and I talk about what I eat on those. I hear you, Genesis Dawn. Okay. Taking care of business. I have almost 500 videos, my friend, and I've got videos on just about everything associated with liver disease, diet, anything. Please go and scroll through my older videos and look through. You're gonna get all the information that you're talking about if you just kind of scroll through my videos, my friend. LVC, how did you break your ribs? Uh, Kayaking for the most part. I did get beat up a couple of times. I'm not even gonna lie. Um, a bunch of different things. I got into a motorcycle accident, kayaking, and like I said, I got beat up really bad one time and got some ribs broken from that. Richard King, LD, I'm so glad I caught you live. I left you a comment the other day. Liver looks good. All blood work good. From a fifth a day to 20 months sober. With your help, my friend. Love you, dude. Richard, I love you too, man. I'm so happy for you. 20 months sober. That's so awesome. Congratulations, my friend. I'm sorry I missed your comment. Thank you for that, Mona. Kevin said, thanks for the advice. I will try that. I'm about to be starting a full-time job soon, and then I want to get a second job to stay busy. Need to fill up the time. Oh yeah, absolutely, Kevin. Anti-abuse works for me because it keeps the intrusive thought of pondering. That's awesome. Danny C. LD, I know this is sort of a personal question, but how did you tell when your throw up was really bad, as in coffee grounds versus vile versus normal, and when it got really bad? Oh, Danny, I've been looking at my throw up for years. I mean, for a year, I threw up every single morning when I woke up. It's the first thing I did before using the restroom. I mean, I just went in the bathroom and threw up. So I looked at a lot of it, and this time it was like literally black, and it was like it looked just like coffee grinds. I knew it was, and it had a really weird smell to it too. Um, I knew right away that something was wrong. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second here. I'm just trying to. I got lost in the comments. Trying to figure out where the heck I was at. Can't figure it out. All right, I'm just going to start here. Stephanie Mona, good you're helping. Ron's mom said agree about ascites. I've never had it, but my beloved Ron did. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Ron's mom. Oh, I never heard of that before about the SIBO. Stephanie, coffee is life. It absolutely is. BM said, thanks, David. LD, you'd know if you had it. The freestyle said, favorite meal to cook. I don't really have a favorite meal. Jerry, night sweats and nightmares are what I get in withdrawal. Yeah, the night sweats are horrible, and the nightmares too. I don't know what the nightmares are about. Maybe it's because our brains are all out of whack because we don't have the one chemical in our, that we've been using for so long. I'm not sure. Jeff Schultz, LD, you have a good complexion. Are you worried about jaundice? Have you ever had it? Thank you so much, Jeff. Yeah, I have had jaundice, unfortunately. I've only had it twice, I think. But it went away pretty quick. I am worried about getting it again. Baby Rex said, my daughter Lily just asked, is LD your friend? LOL. She says hello. Well, tell your daughter I said, your daughter Lily, I said hello. Hi, Lily. I hope you're watching. Good to see you, Lily. And your mom is my friend. Mona said, my husband asked me if I'm watching Liver Guy. Hey, Mona's husband. She's watching the Liver Guy again. Hey, Flo, you've built an amazing community here, LD. Continuing to pray for you this Divine Mercy Sunday and always. Thank you, A Flo. The freestyle said, Mona, you mean the Liver King guy? Thank you, my friend. The Liver King guy is the steroid guy. The freestyle, probably not good. Karen. Elizabeth Mary Fallen said, thank you so much, LD, for sharing your journey with us. Watching your videos has given me strength and determination to get sober. I hope you start feeling better again soon. Sending much love. Thank you so much, Karen. And I really appreciate you being here. Tom said, LD, I know you got Sasquatch stories. Need to find your episode of the Chronicles. Tom, what you know about the Chronicles, my friend? You listen to Sasquatch Chronicles, Tom? How did you know that I was on Sasquatch Chronicles? That's another question. How'd you know that, Tom? How'd you know I was on Sasquatch Chronicles? How you know it wasn't one of the other ones? Oh, thank you so much, Lazella. Oh, thank you so much, the freestyle. Those are true. You are not kidding, Sharp K9s. It's always a good day not to puke yourself awake. Sharp K9 said, time to address Sasquatch. Kevin, did you ever notice how sick you were for a long time, or did the alcohol mask it until You know, Kevin, the alcohol masked it. I always thought that I was just hungover. Or it was just because I binge drunk so bad the night before that I was just really dealing with it, but that wasn't what it was. D Sonic, can you wake up early in the morning on an empty stomach just to drink more alcohol? I used to wake up in the middle of the night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and drink again. Absolutely. Sarah said, your channel has given me such hope and encouragement. Drinking 12 of seltzers for years became a problem in 30s. I am 47, 3 weeks sober today. The time I miss with my children still eat. Sarah, I know exactly what you mean. The time I miss with my children too. It really does hurt so bad that I allowed that to happen for so long. Congratulations on 3 months. 3 weeks sober, Sarah. I'm so proud of you. I know what you mean, but you know what? You know now, and now you can make up for all the missed time. And that's one of the things that I really, it's one of the biggest regrets that I have is the amount of time that I missed. Like I said, now you can really make up for all that missed time and double up on it. Yeah, I'm not David. Oh, okay. Thank you, Craig. I didn't know it broke. Kevin said I had the nightmares a lot. My theory is that they aren't just nightmares. I've seen demons and all that stuff. I've even left my body before while sleeping. I personally don't think it's just dreams. Oh, wow, Kevin. Denise said, you also did a video on the liver transplant answer. I'll look at the older video. I look at one older video a night. Thank you, Denise. Brandon said, I would love to see a video about how to repair a relationship with your children in early sobriety. If you haven't done one already, my 17-year-old son has barely spoken to me in the last 6 months. Brandon, I have not done a video about that, and that's a great idea. I will talk about that. Sorry that your 17-year-old son hasn't spoken to you in the past 6 months. I have no idea what it's like to be a child of alcoholic parent or parents. I just don't know what that's like. I can only imagine it's very confusing and scary. I'm sure that there's, a lot of confusion going on right now. Christine, what made you start drinking? At what age did you realize you had a problem? My halo for all you do. What made me start drinking? Uh, I don't know. I guess a lot of things did. But I think one of the biggest things was lack of self-confidence. Alcohol gave me that confidence that I was looking for. And I don't know what age I realized I had a problem. Probably in my 30s. But thank you so much. Love you too, Brandon. See you later, Jersey girl. You go take care of Doobie. I love you all. Love you too. Cacao Farmer, you listen to Sasquatch Chronicles too? Go Batman, what's up, man? Bless you too, Anton. Uh, Daywalker? Wow. Daywalker, that is so nice of you, my friend. I don't even know what to say here. If it'll let me like this thing. Daywalker, thank you so much. Daywalker said, it's relaxing listening to you, my man. Hope you keep doing these videos for a long time. Thank you so much, Daywalker. I really appreciate that, my friend. And I promise I'll be making these videos for as long as I possibly can. Thank you so much again, Daywalker. I really, really do appreciate it. Tom, you didn't give much away, but you mentioned it. Anyway, I'm so into it. Is it real? Tom, yeah, absolutely real, my friend. Um, it really did happen, and it was very, very scary. And I did not have any belief in any of that kind of stuff before that day. Sharp canines, love to you too, my friend. You have fun pet sitting. Thank you so much for being here. 20 years for LD. Lisa, have you taken milk thistle? No, I have not. My doctor told me not to. I asked him about it right when I found out. Jerry, how are you doing now? I'm doing okay. I hope you're talking to me. Oh, I think you're talking to somebody else. I'm sorry. Yeah, Mona, I don't take any supplements. My GI doctor told me not to. Thank you so much, Ron's mom. I really appreciate that. Absolutely, Pam. Rotten or rosin, however you pronounce that. I cannot imagine LD drunk. Trust me. I used to get wasted drunk. And everybody used to say I had the crazy eyes when I drank. I would be walking around talking to people cross-eyed. Craig, thank you so much for saying that, and I really do. There are some beautiful people here in this community. It's one of those things I've really tried to keep up with, just make sure that the community is a welcoming place and that people feel comfortable coming in here. I just don't have time for the arguing and bickering and fighting and all that kind of stuff. Like, if that's the kind of things people want to do here, they can leave. I'll just remove them. I don't have time for it. I really want this to be a safe place for people to come and share and not get beat up by people. It's one of the most important things to me. Jerry said, yeah, it's not worth it. I learned that now. I had a huge blood spot in my eye for 2 weeks. I used to get those all the time, Jerry, from throwing up. Thank you, Mona. Craig says started drinking at 21st birthday. Before that, it was a teetotaler. I wish I stayed that way. Yeah, Craig, I know how you feel, my friend. I never was a teetotaler, but I wish I hadn't either. Thank you, Mona. Oh, no worries, Tom. It's all good. I'll tell you what, Tom. If you can get me your email address, Tom, I'd be happy to share my story with you. If that's something that is really interesting to you. But if you can get your email address to me, Tom, if you wouldn't mind sharing it in the comments, I would be more than happy to tell it to you. Hamster, you have a great day too. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. Taking Care of Business said, if there was one word of advice I could give anyone, it'd be never drink. There is zero benefit to it. You're not kidding about that. Craig said, Craig, I try. It used to be a piece of garbage. It really weighs on the soul. Aaron, Slime Wizard, thank you for your dedication to the uploads. They really are helpful. Thank you so much, Aaron. David, but I drank mostly hard liquor, not beer. So much beer was more hydration. Yeah, that was me too, David. Beer was my hydration. Well, guys, we're coming up on almost 2 hours here on this live, and I told my wife I was going to be on here for 2 hours today, so we got about 10 more minutes, and I'm going to have to hop off of here. So anybody's got any questions or anything for me? Kevin said, LD, did you ever see evil spirits when you were withdrawing? I saw a video Slayer talked about this and have been through it too. Kevin, Yeah, I have. And it's something I don't really talk about. It's just a little bit too personal to go into the details on that. I've had some stuff happen in the hospital where I've seen some things. Yeah, I've seen things like that. Yeah, so you're not the only one. I can promise you that you're not the only one who's been through that kind of stuff. Jay Hunter, thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate that. Some reason sometimes it will not let me like these things. I do not get it. Jay Hunter said, I don't have any addictions, but I watch every day. Thank you for humanizing people who struggle. You help so many people, including those of us without addiction, to understand it better. Be well. Thank you so much, Jay Hunter. I really appreciate it. LVC said, if you need help explaining your alcohol use to your son and repair that relationship, send him a link to Al-Anon meeting or a book. It's for the families of drinkers or ex-drinkers. That's a really good piece of advice. David Mona said, Craig, you sound like a really good human. David, Kevin, I experienced some hallucinations when going through withdrawal and saw stuff like that. It's pretty terrifying. It is. Taking care of business. LD have a name. He's a great guy. I've been watching him now for 2 months, quietly watching some of his past videos after I got out of the hospital. Taking care of business. I keep my name private. I've never said what it is. There's a lot of reasons why. I just don't share that. I try to stay anonymous on here. Mona, don't leave. I'm just kidding. I'm about to get off here too in just a minute, Mona. So thank you so much for being here, Mona, and prayers you too. And thank you for telling me about the green heart being liver awareness. I had no idea. Addison, I appreciate you too, man. Thank you so much. That's right, Mona. LD's the name. Yeah, you're not kidding, Mona. No one is perfect. LVC my comment. Yeah, thank you. Taking care of business. Yeah, I just don't. My comment was for the person who asked about their son. I know you're a good dad. Thank you, LVC. Would love that. I'll create an email that doesn't give my name away. Get it on the connection. Tom, please do so, my friend. Create an email address and do me a favor, Tom. Create an email address and put your email address in the comments for this video, for the live. It's going to get posted after I do this today. Put your email address in there, and I'll remove it as soon as I see it, and I will send you an email. And since you're interested, I'd love to tell you the story, man. Sounds like you know a lot about this already. So please put your comment in the recorded part of this live. It'll be up like just a few minutes after this video posts. And after this video's over, it'll post up. Jeff said, I think your name is Eric. I got you taking care of business. I'm the same way. Like I said, there's a lot of reasons why I try to stay anonymous. Craig said, also liver disease. Shout out to a South Carolinian. I have a lot of fam there. Oh, thank you, Craig. Where's your family from? South Carolina. Thank you so much, Rotten. Or I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name. I don't know how to, or Rosin. Say, God bless, man. We are all pulling for you. I really appreciate that. Mona said the green ribbon. Okay, so it's the green, not green heart, green ribbon. Okay. John M. Best wishes to you too, my friend. David said, we're all imperfect people. I wasn't a nice dude when I drank. Yeah, I was not a nice person when I drank. DM said, I saw weird little creatures. Oh, thank you so much, Arctan64. Arctan said, thinking about you all the time, brother. Arctan, I really appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for the super thanks. Yeah, Jennifer, you're late, but this is going to get posted up as soon as I get off of here so you can watch it. I'm about to get off here in just a couple minutes, too. Stefan said, I haven't drank any alcohol in over 8 months. Quit smoking 3 months ago. Congratulations, my friend. No booze or cigarettes. 8 months and 3 months on the smokes. That's so awesome, my friend. Congratulations. Taking care of business said, liver numbers came down from initial visit to hospital, but I've done a complete 180 diet-wise. No smoking, drinking, nothing. That's awesome. Cardiologist tomorrow. Liver doctor next week. Taking care of business, I know exactly what you're talking about. It's nothing but doctor's appointments after all this stuff happens. Jerry said, nice. It's amazing what removing the substances and eating healthy can do. You're not kidding. David said, Happy, currently going through a relapse. I needed this. I'm so sorry, David. I hope you hang around, my friend. I hope to talk to you more soon here. Hamster, I just want to say that sometimes seeing what a loved one goes through can have a huge impact. It can inspire the next generation to make different choices out of love and respect. What a nice thing to say, Hamster. I really appreciate you saying that. Craig said, they live all over South Carolina, but my dad was from Andrews, struggled with alcohol, PTSD. Poor guy was drafted non-vet. May he rest in peace. May your father rest in peace, Craig. I am so sorry to hear that. But that's cool that you have family all over South Carolina. You know how rural South Carolina is if you spent time here. It's a very rural place. A lot of country, a lot of dirt roads, a lot of farms. James Umlaw, thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you saying that. I am feeling better today. Joseph Green, what's up, my friend? I am feeling better today. Thank you. Just still dealing with fatigue. John M., I blacked out 3 days ago and started a verbal fight with everyone I saw. I think I actually need to give myself a chance to get sober. John, by you realizing that, that's the first step, my friend. And congratulations on that. And I know you can do it. David, LD, do you deal with cravings for cigarettes? Every time I smell one, I absolutely do. Johnny, I think you found your channel at the right time. I hope so, John. I hope that you hang around, my friend. Oh, that's so nice of you to say, Craig. There are some really nice people around here. Absolutely. Mary Angel just relapsed after 2 months sober and need love and prayers. Absolutely, Mary. I'll be praying for you. I'm so sorry that happened, but you can get right back on that wagon. I believe in you. Gary Street, thanks for all you do, man. You help way more people than you even realize. Praying for you, brother. Thank you so much, my friend. Joseph said, always happy to catch you live, LD. Thank you, Joseph. It's always nice to see you. Stephen said, I smoke 2 packs a day for 25 years. Wow. Great Blue. Thanks again for your videos, LD. Times have been rough trying to help my son with healthier boundaries. Still not a drop since July. You're so welcome, Great Blue, and I'm so sorry that you're having to help your son with that. Congratulations on not having a drop since July. That is awesome. Stephen said, actually, 3 to 4 packs a day for 9 years. Wow, that's a lot of smoking. Amy said, you give out so much love, LD. Thank you, Amy. Love and prayers for all of us. Absolutely, Great Blue. Well, guys, I am at the 2-hour mark. And like I said, I promised my wife that I would get off here after 2 hours. So I need to hop off and go spend some family time, for everybody's got to go back to work and school tomorrow. And I've got dinner to cook. So I hate to do it, but I've got to get off. And I want to say thank you so much to everybody for coming on here today. Thank you so much for everybody and those amazing super thanks today. I cannot thank you guys enough. That was so nice of y'all. Craig said, I wish you the best health, man. Thank you for doing this. Love your channel. Love you guys. I love you too, Craig. Thank you so much. Taking care of business. Said on a lighter note, I'm jealous. LD's 45 and no white hairs in the beard. I'm 38. Oh no. Taking care of business. I hate to tell you this, but I do have white hairs. I just cut them out. I spend a lot of time in the mirror, my friend, and I find each one of those white hairs and those get removed. But I appreciate you saying that. Absolutely, Kevin. You have a great day, my friend. Best of luck to you too, John. Thank you. Angie, what's up? Thank you so much for being here today, Angie. So good to see you. Taking care of business. Much love. God bless to you too. Ryan Martin, thank you so much, my friend. Absolutely, David. I appreciate you being here, man. Love to you too, man. Jeff, prayers and more prayers to you as well. Hugs and prayers to you too, Mona. Stephen said, I'm 46. I got too many white hairs to remove. Thank you, Mona. You too, Joseph. Have a great afternoon, my friend. I really appreciate it. Well, guys, I think it's time for me to get off of here. Thank you so much for being here today, everyone. I really do appreciate it. This was amazing live today, and it wouldn't be amazing without each and every single one of you being here with your awesome comments and questions, and you guys just being here. It wouldn't be alive if I didn't have people to come into the live. So once again, thank you so much. I love each and every single one of y'all so much. And until the video tomorrow, I will see y'all then. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Mick. Thank you, Mona. Thank you, David. Love to you too, JSNNN. Love to you too, Craig. Love to you too, Sharon. Bye, Joseph. All right, guys, I'm getting off of here. I love you guys all so much. And until tomorrow, I will see y'all then. God bless y'all.